Shark Media.
Richard Lewis, a comedic force and a staple in American television, has graced the screen with his unique brand of humor, blending neurosis and self-deprecation into an art form. From his sitcom successes to his unforgettable guest appearances, Lewis's impact on TV comedy is undeniable. This episode of TV in the Basement pays tribute to Richard Lewis, exploring his memorable TV appearances, including Anything But Love, his work with Don Rickles, and his unforgettable role in Curb Your Enthusiasm. His rapport with Johnny Carson was particularly noteworthy. Carson, known for his impeccable timing and deadpan humor, played the perfect straight man to Lewis's manic energy. The contrast between Carson's cool demeanor and Lewis's anxious presence made for television that was as unpredictable as it was hilarious. Lewis's appearances during the Carson era were highlights of the show, capturing the essence of what made late-night talk shows a vital part of American culture. Richard Lewis's relationship with David Letterman was rooted in a shared comedic sensibility, with both comedians having a penchant for the absurd and the observational. Late Night with David Letterman provided Lewis with a platform that seemed tailor-made for his brand of humor. Letterman's offbeat style and willingness to push boundaries complemented Lewis's neurotic storytelling, making each appearance a memorable event. Lewis was among the cadre of comedians who thrived in Letterman's late-night realm, where the interviews often felt like conversations between old friends rather than scripted segments. His appearances were replete with anecdotes that were both hilariously relatable and uniquely bizarre, embodying the show's spirit. The mutual respect between Lewis and Letterman was evident, with Letterman often giving Lewis the space to explore his comedic tangents, leading to moments of unplanned, genuine laughter. In Anything But Love, Lewis played Martin Gold, a witty neurotic magazine writer whose life intertwines with Hannah Miller, portrayed by Jamie Lee Curtis, a bright and ambitious researcher. The series, which aired from 1989 to 1992, explored their complex relationship, marked by a mutual attraction and the fear of ruining their close friendship by pursuing romance. The show was ahead of its time, delving into themes of love, friendship, and the intricacies of human relationships with a mature, thoughtful approach rarely seen in sitcoms of that era. Richard Lewis's portrayal of Marty was a significant departure from the typical leading men on television. Marty Gold was introspective, filled with existential dread, and yet undeniably charming, qualities that Lewis infused with his own personal brand of humor. His character often served as a mouthpiece for the anxieties of the modern man, trying to find love and success in a rapidly changing world. Jamie Lee Curtis's Hannah Miller was the perfect counterpart to Marty. Her character's independence, intelligence, and warmth made her a beloved character, and her chemistry with Lewis was palpable. Their on-screen relationship navigated the tension between maintaining their friendship and exploring deeper feelings, a dynamic that resonated with audiences and became the heart of the show. Anything But Love also benefited from a strong supporting cast, including Holly Fulger as Robin Delitsky, Marty's quirky assistant, and Bruce Weitz as Jules Bennett, the magazine's blustery editor. The interactions among the ensemble cast provided a rich backdrop to the evolving relationship between Marty and Hannah, adding layers of comedy and drama that enriched the show. Beyond the laughter, Anything But Love was notable for its intelligent writing and its willingness to tackle social issues and personal dilemmas with sensitivity and depth. Episodes often blended humor with moments of genuine emotion, a testament to the skill of the writers and the cast's ability to deliver nuanced performances. The legacy of Anything But Love is found in its innovative approach to storytelling within the sitcom format, blending comedy and drama to explore the complexities of relationships and personal growth. Richard Lewis's performance as Marty Gold showcased his range as an actor, moving effortlessly between humor and heartfelt moments. The series remains a cherished part of television history, remembered for its warmth, wit, and the unforgettable chemistry between Lewis and Curtis. Richard Lewis's collaboration with Don Rickles was a meeting of comedic minds. Daddy Dearest was a sitcom that aired briefly in 1993, featuring the comedic talents of Lewis and Don Rickles. The premise of Daddy Dearest revolves around Stephen, a single father and psychologist who is trying to raise his young son while dealing with his own father, Al. a loud-mouthed, opinionated retiree who embodies the very antithesis of political correctness and modern sensitivity. The sitcom delves into the challenges and comedic situations that arise from Al's unsolicited involvement in Steven's personal and professional life, often leading to friction, but also heartfelt moments between father and son. Daddy Dearest struggled to find its footing in a competitive television landscape and was ultimately short-lived, with only a portion of the episodes produced being aired. Despite the show's brief run, it showcased the unique chemistry between Richard Lewis and Don Rickles, combining Lewis's neurotic persona with Rickles's brash comedic style in a way that was both entertaining and innovative for its time. Perhaps Richard Lewis's most celebrated TV role came with Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he played a fictionalized version of himself. His real-life friendship with Larry David translated into an on-screen dynamic that was both hilarious and heartfelt. Their banter, filled with petty grievances and overblown confrontations, became a cornerstone of the show's humor. Lewis's neurotic persona was a perfect match for the series, making him a beloved fixture across its run. Portraying a fictionalized version of himself, Lewis seamlessly blends into the show's fabric of improvised comedy, showcasing his unique brand of humor and neuroses that align perfectly with the show's tone. His interactions with Larry David are not just comedic gold, but also offer a glimpse into the complexities of long-standing friendships, especially when both parties are as idiosyncratic and stubborn as Lewis and David. The dynamic between Richard Lewis and Larry David is rooted in their real-life friendship, stretching back to their days as stand-up comedians. This authenticity lends a genuine quality to their on-screen banter, filled with petty grievances, mutual accusations, and hilarious reconciliations. Their disputes over trivial matters, be it a borrowed shirt, a lunch bill, or the infamous big bowl of caviar, reflect the show's exploration of the minutiae of daily life. Yet, beneath the surface-level bickering, there's a palpable sense of camaraderie and deep affection that resonates with viewers. Richard Lewis has been involved in numerous standout episodes throughout Curb Your Enthusiasm, contributing to some of the show's most iconic moments. His neurotic tendencies often mirror Larry's, creating a comedic echo chamber where their shared anxieties amplify to absurd heights. One memorable storyline involves Lewis's need for a kidney transplant in Season 5, leading to an exploration of friendship's boundaries as Larry contemplates, and ultimately fumbles, the idea of being a donor. This plotline, while humorous, also underscores the show's ability to tackle serious themes through a comedic lens. A notable aspect of Richard Lewis's persona, both on and off Curb Your Enthusiasm, is his trademark all-black attire. This sartorial choice has been a subject of humor on the show, emblematic of Lewis's comedic style. Dark, introspective, yet undeniably endearing. It's this blend of personal quirks and comedic talent that makes his appearances on Curb so impactful. Richard Lewis, whose comedic genius lit up screens and stages for decades, passed away, leaving behind a legacy that will endure in the hearts of fans and fellow comedians. Born on June 29, 1947, Lewis's career spanned stand-up comedy, television, and film, but it was his unique voice in comedy, marked by his all-black attire and his self-reflective humor, that made him a beloved figure. Beyond his entertainment career, Lewis was an open book about his struggles and triumphs, making him relatable to many. His contributions to comedy, particularly on television, showcased his range and depth as a performer. As we remember Richard Lewis, we celebrate the laughs he gave us, the paths he paved in comedy, and the indelible mark he leaves on the world of entertainment. He will be missed, but his comedy will continue to inspire and entertain, ensuring his legacy laughs on. From Anything But Love to Curb Your Enthusiasm, Richard Lewis's television career was as varied as it was impactful. His ability to weave vulnerability with humor, to stand toe-to-toe with comedy legends, and to leave a lasting impression on audiences exemplifies a career well-lived. In this episode, we've only scratched the surface of Richard Lewis's contributions to television comedy, but it's clear that his legacy will continue to influence comedians and entertain audiences for generations to come.